This video will take a look at different AI chatbots that are available. Specifically, we'll be looking at some of the large language model chatbots that are available and compare some of the similarities and differences. So we'll start with the big one, probably the most famous one, ChatGPT, and you can find that at chat.openai.com. All right. So what can it do? ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence, a generative AI chatbot that uses natural language processing to create human-like conversational dialogue. The language model can respond to questions and write a bunch of different types of content, including articles, social media posts, essays, code, emails, and just simply respond to your own questions. Right? So the folks at Pedagogy Cloud put together these social media posts that have a pretty good explanation of what it can do, but notably also what it cannot do. Right? So it is not a replacement for human critical thinking. So it can't do a lot of the things that a teacher can do, right? And it can't fact check. So it is a tool. It's not meant to be a teacher. So let's take a look at the interface. Simply put, it's a chat box with response. And so you're having a conversation with, this robot. One of the things that it can do, along with Claude, Bard, Bing, which other ones we'll talk about in a minute, is answer questions, including something academic. The prompt for this was something along the lines of explain how the character Macbeth is a tragic figure, so kind of an academic question. It can also copy the style of a person. In this example, we asked it to copy the style of Taylor Swift to explain the integumentary system. The next one we'll take a look at is Claude by Anthropic, and to find that one, you can find it at ClaudeAI. Again, the folks at Pedagogy Cloud did a great job of explaining some of its unique superpowers. One of the unique things about this one is that it aligns its responses ethically. One of the most unique features of Claude is that it can analyze multiple PDFs, up to 5 actually, and use those as a part of the conversation that you're having. So in other words, you can feed it or upload PDFs with text in them, and it can read it and use that in your conversation. So you could even ask it to summarize the text for you, or create questions and answers, or have a conversation about what's in those sources. Another unique feature is that it is capable of thoughtful follow-up questions, so it can ask clarifying questions based on the information. The interface looks very similar to ChatGPT, but it also, like I mentioned, has that feature where you can upload PDFs to it. Next, we'll take a look at Bard by Google, and you can find that at bard.google.com. Again, the interface, very familiar. The other unique feature about this one specifically is that you can add images, and so you can use images as a part of this conversation. And if you look at the little microphone button there, you can actually speak to it, and it'll put together a response based on what you have said out loud. Another unique feature to this one is that you get the little Google button. Right? So you can verify or double check information by doing a Google search of the information that it gives you. If you're trying to use it in an education account, you can't. Right? So it's not supported by Google Workspace education accounts, at least not yet. Right? One of the reasons for this is that you must be over 18 to access Bard, since the majority really of the accounts that are using education accounts are minors. It's just not available. However, in a personal account, you can activate it. And once you activate it, you also get the Duet writing assistant in your Google Docs. And what that is a writing assistant box that pops up in your Google Docs to help you write. And I'll link to another video in the description in YouTube that will show you how that works. The next one we're going to look at is Bing Chat. And to access this, you go to bing.com and then click on the chat button at the top. And the interface is, again, very similar. Right? Unique to this one is that you can also upload images and you can speak to it. But the response it gives you has highlighted text that you can hover your cursor over, and it tells you where the source came from. So then you can do this cross-reference of to verify the information that was provided for you. The next one we'll take a look at is Poe.com. All right, and so one of the unique things about Poe, as this video is showing you here, is that you can create and customize different chatbots, like the infamous pirate bot. Right, so all it does is it responds to all of your prompts like a pirate. So there's a lot of fun, quirky ones like that, but you can also customize your own, and many of them are available. And this is one of my favorites. It's the Roast Master, and so you can ask it questions, and every time it will insult you when it answers. All right, so here are different ones we took a look at, play around with them, and compare and contrast the responses, and think about ways that it might be helpful for you.